realized that we need to get our block touches. That was the time that they had a better conversion rate in attacking, and mas naging stable din sila when it comes to passing. Yes, there was to connect themselves and deliver a good pass again. Now,
they are 2 points away here. Let's see how Ateneo tries to answer back. They go to Kennedy Batas, dug up here. Roy Piojo will try again, but this time, blockers of Ateneo already.
The big dome.
We are at the edge of our seats now. Very well said, Neil, as Ateneo down by 3 here. Taluban. Quick set to Brian Castro. Much needed connection here for the Blue Eagles in today's game. Roy Piojo with that serve. Gutierrez, quick to Brian Castro.
Of those sets to the middle, because when you set up your middle blocker, eventually mas gagana sila.
Gutierrez sets it to Castro. And smart move there by Brian Castro. One-stop play here for Ateneo.
When you start to win, it gets addicting, really.
And Neil, I covered UE the past 2 seasons, and every win really feels like a championship in this team. So they really miss that, as you mentioned. Meanwhile, a back set here. That would be denied again by the blockers.
They're blocking. This season, mas naging organized and systematic sila when it comes to setting up those double.
Really attempting all those kinds of balls. So now they need to man that area.
Patas against a double block. Coverage in the back row by Buds Budin. Aringo off an off-system play. No, he opts for an overhead toss. Chance ball here. And Castro responds.
Coming from Taluban. Going for that back quick. Pero minsan kasi, it's really...
That serve coming from Gutierrez. Full front line for Ateneo. Oh, solid block. Timely block there for Castro. Ooh, 1 point to close things out. 1 point to... Gula serves. Ateneo has to get aggressive with the blocking, so you kind of understand as well. But Castro has been quite active here.
Ateneo, you said it, Sinjin. All cylinders working.
They're succumbing to the pace of FEU. Castro going for an angle that goes in. Down to a 4-point deficit for FEU as Ariel Cacao serves for the Tamaraws. Quick hit for Castro, works.
This is actually a pretty strong front row for Ateneo. You want to take advantage.
He jumps again. He has a
Springs.
motor with springs. An easy recovery here coming from Castro.
We talked about FEU. You're running the middles. Ateneo has to do the same.
Oh, good save by Doc Siambao, diving. Free ball given. Gutierrez, the combination play, read well by De La Noche. This time to the opposite side, checked by Ibanez. This time to the quick. Still in play, but a point for Ateneo.
Like inside the court, talagang doon natin minsan nakikita yung animation din
Ibanez.
Oh, good coverage from UST.
And now a big chance for Ateneo. Gutierrez to Castro. And the lead is down to 1.
Good decision as well.
This was the rotation. They took the lead. But Castro has seen enough of those serves by Josh Ibanez.
Credit as well for the good reception of Batas. Siambao rarely moves in his position with the first ball.
Yeah, he hasn't broken a sweat, Ivy.
Doesn't need to run around a lot.
Ang nagbigay ng 2-point lead sa Green Spikers.
And that's been the biggest deal. Parang nasa 3 lang siya eh.
That's correct. Again, now they've polished that connection in the middle.
Yeah, good time to get a run here, down by 3. Gutierrez to Castro.
His numbers, 3 points here in set number 3.
Oh,
We've been waiting for that. This could be the start for Ateneo. When you give more attempts to your middles.
in a game like this, that's a bit of cushion already as Salarzon will serve. Good serve. Maglina will make do, but that is rejected by Ateneo.
Salarzon forced that out-of-system play from LaSalle. So the blockers just saw that Maglino hit coming.
Olino with 5 points. Salarzon off speed. They go to Jude Aguilar, who is denied.
Blocking Jude Aguilar, the opposite spiker of Adamson. Great penetration by Brian Castro.
Castro.
In the second set. Perfect execution by Lorenzo Gutierrez. And Brian Castro just...
We all know that Adamson they may not be the tallest team here in the league, but they're definitely one of the best blocking team.
in the team standings for digging. So that will also be another challenge for Ateneo.
9 serving 7. Castro. Good play from Ateneo.
That we see with Ateneo now. Really the distribution of sets, getting everyone involved, getting them into the rhythm of scoring actually helps.
After 2 errors, I'm sure Gutierrez will set the ball back to Castro again.
I'm sure
cue. Okay, ito sa Salarzon. Asaron blocked.
But there
Yun yung bawi.
Oh, yun yung bawi pala sa block pala dapat.
Going back to his roots and his role. Volleyball is a game of swag. Gutierrez, oh!
Middle attack back. Courtesy of Castro.
Both teams are doing great in their in-game adjustments. Oh, great set.
Score 11.
Good first ball.
Salarzon with that hit.
But the defense from Del Pilar.
Okay. 3-point deficit for the Blue Eagles for the LSU. Oh, great serve.
But a good first ball from Batas. And because of that good first ball, they were able to activate the middleweight hit.
Let's look at that 8 quick. Great adjustment there for the boys in white. Over received and Castro makes the most out of it.
He said, or gagawin pa 3 touches, why not just go for the hit?
By LaSalle, and Noel Campton will try to score another one with this serve. Picked up there by De Castro. Gutierrez going up to the quick, and Castro gets the point.
From De Castro. Iniwas niya sa blocker niya, kahit nakatapat na sa kanya, but still was able to get that.
Company. Bit tight, still worked. Our sets are getting longer and longer. In the world, Inigo Almendras' last year. That's why so far we've been seeing a lot from Leo Ordiales as one of their wing spikers. That's a former middle blocker himself. Oh, it's an ace. The ball went.
FEU on top by 2. Castro. He has been playing very well to start set number 4.
Yeah, very effective.
12 points now for Castro. Gopio coming off an 11-point performance, has 8 already. Nice block by Castro.
That's what we're saying. Remember in the first set, we saw Benny Martinez with that dump. He gets a point, no reaction from Ateneo. And that's obviously their game plan, not just one person. But what about FEU? We have to say Benny Martinez starting this match with great serves.
Meantime, Brian Castro finally gets...
He gets rewarded for being honest. He admitted.
Tommy Castrodes to serve. That connection has been automatic.
Adapting to the system now. Side of Ateneo. Perfect pass. Just go for that quick
2-0 start for the Blue Eagles. Castro with the block. And Castro with the point. Santiago with the save. Rahim. Not there. Batas, Castro.
Yeah. See this replay again.
There was a little stare down after. There it is. Salarzon was a target for that receive. Salarzon flying by. That one put up by Bersano. Jelay sending it back to Ateneo. Now to the quick. Castro says hello.
There's a way to get to that point for them coming from that swing and that hit.
Gutierrez serving. Really sharing the wealth here is Gutierrez. Castro.
Coming from Gutierrez. I want to commend him. 2 players already in double figures.
There's another player who's been quiet so far. Tommy Castrodes. These receives of Ateneo are so clean.
Hard time.
Hindi na gumalaw si Gutierrez.
Yung maganda dito yun. For Jelay could score also. Ayan, mga ganitong combination plays. Pero, basadong-basado pa rin. 3-man block right in front.
Played for NU yet.
I think Tagimbolo still nursing that ankle sprain.
Meantime, a good start here too for the Blue Eagles.
Yan, medyo nawala also for Ateneo. Those middle attack. Kaya single block lang dun for Abanilla.
Good pass by De Castro. There's Castro with a push. Couple of saves. Ball going outside.
Right, that's good. Because you have towering blockers in front of you. You want that ball as fast na papunta sa kalaban and even score at point.
And with that kill earlier, Bituin is the one for FU.
Wow.
So let's see if Amil and Amit still go at it as they're up against each other. But Castro says he'll add one more.
The blockers and finding the hole, making it look so easy to score.
He's been quiet. The goal is to minimize it because you know they have the firepower. But those errors also gave the early lead to Ateneo as Ateneo now starts off hot. Dula going for his serve. With unconventional approach. They go up to Castro who closes things off.
Yambao. And Brian Castro. Oh, good save by Dox Yambao, diving. Free ball given. Gutierrez. The combination play read well by De La Noche. This time to the opposite side, checked by Ibanez. This time to the quick. Still in play, but a point for Ateneo. From the middle, Brian Castro.
From Brian Castro. Was it the optimal set that you wanted? But again, naiba to na eh. So
that is something that Ateneo does not want to repeat, especially since last year when they lost to Adamson in the first round. That cost them their spot in the Final Four.
Castro. Attack from the middle.
Perfect first pass.
Pasino this time. Picked up by Domingo, but still not enough. 8 serving 4. Sobeda gets ready to serve. Batas picks it up. Castro.
Right, Castro seems to be the primary scorer right now in the second set.
Salarzon for the serve. Good strong serve. Overpass. They go to Pasino. Was kept alive. Off speed. Castro.
Nice activation. As I mentioned earlier, Adamson had a lot of block touches in the first set. So it is very important for Lorenzo right now.
Quick play, Castro. He swipes it.
Gutierrez checks back in for Taluban. Oh, single block by Castro.
Nakita ni Castro doon yung play. And in that instant, just...
First deadlock, 8-8. And we're seeing a rally here. Gutierrez to Castro.
Una lang ni Gutierrez yung set niya towards that middle or be quick.
Serving 19. Aceron. That is straight to the double block. Go back to what Alfred was saying. Aceron really does have to find ways to score off the strong.
Salarzon with a top spin. Oh! Actually, papunta pa sa kanya yung bola. Alam niya na yung mali. Look at this.
But usually ganun talaga yung movement na.
He now is on the service line. That's straight to Salarzon. They go to that quick to De Castro who gets that off the block.
Castro off the block.
Sa Layog, hindi masyado nakapenetrate yung block ni Layog doon for the quick hit. That's why it's the check ball.
Again, hit or miss pagdating sa service line. Matas puts it up. Gutierrez onto the middle. Yep, there was a block touch by Peng Tagibolos.
And very rarely you see rallies resulting from a Saavedra hit, right?
Yeah.
But a good answer again. Back-to-back points for Castro. Yes, he is, but he is in his NBA. Amit Bituin, the rookie, 20 years old, out of FEU High School. Castro, there you go.
How he got it over the net.
And it will be hard on the side of UP if they really seem to get those kinds of balls.
Regalo. Maaga inactivate yung mga middles. That's 8 points now combined for the middle blockers of UP. In the meantime, speaking of middle blockers,
on that quick attack.
Halos same play din.
Yeah.
What a serve. Rahim, triple block. Covered at the net. Rahim, double block, and this time...
So now Clarence Santiago needs to make another or make up his own. All coming from attacks.
Clarence, Lagando, blockers are there.
Side of UP, medyo nawawala.
Gutierrez on to Castro with elevation.
Let's take a look at that attack once again.
This is Lawrence Domingo, the main setter for Adamson for the past couple of years, including their high school ranks. And there's the attack from Mr. Brian Castro introducing himself. This guy might just be another fan favorite, Ivy, in the UAP.